Someone needs to tell me how August is already over. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jen. You'll find me talking about books, fashion, beauty, Taylor Swift, pretty much anything you can think of. I'm so happy you're here. Someone needs to tell me how August is already over, because that is completely wild to me. That being said, let's jump into my August favorites. Start with what you'll probably arguably find the most of on this channel, which is beauty, because I am a makeup girly. None of these products are necessarily new, and some of them may be repeats from last month because I don't subscribe to the idea that everything that was your favorite or whatever this month has to be something that came out this month. So a lot of these things you'll see me repeat, and I'm totally cool with that. The first thing I've been loving is this One Size Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. This one's not necessarily new and it's not necessarily old. It came out a couple months ago, I guess, but I have been using this pretty much every time I do my makeup. It's my favorite setting spray right now. It's not going to give you the longest hold. Don't think that it's, the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray, because it's definitely not that, but it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It melts your powders in. It just truly looks so stunning. It makes everything look so seamless. And if I really need that extra longevity, I'll just add it in with something else. This one is definitely not new. This one came out like a year ago, maybe even more, but it's the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin Soft Blur Setting Powder. I know everybody's like a Huda Beauty Easy Bake girly pop, and don't get me wrong, I like that one as well, but this one is truly just my favorite. It is so finely milled. It does such a good job blurring. It's so lightweight. It doesn't make me feel cakey. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. I just think that it is so beautiful. I have been loving this Yummy Skin tint from Danessa Myricks. It just feels so lightweight. It doesn't give you too much coverage, but you are able to layer it up a little bit. I have a lot of redness on my cheeks, and so when I wear this, I'll do an extra layer on my cheeks, but it doesn't ever look heavy. It honestly just feels like nothing is on your skin. The next product I've been loving, I'm pretty sure I talked about this last month too, is the Polite Society Cabana Club Blurring Bronzer. I think this is such a stunning formulation, and it really is just actually blurring. I almost want to get another shade because sometimes I feel like this one is even a little too light for me, which is wild. And I'm probably just having bronzer blindness with that, but I am interested to maybe go in store and swatch another shade and see if I should pick up a second one for the summer months. This one is newer, at least to me. It's the About Face Bronzer Beach Goth. It's the About Face Cream Bronzer Stick in the shade, I'm not actually sure if Beach Freak is the name and Beach Goth is the shade, but one of those two. Anyway, I love this product. I've done a couple of shorts on it and a couple of TikToks on it lately because I just can't stop using it. It is such a stunning shade. The formulation is beautiful. It's creamy, but it's not slippery. It really is just my favorite bronzer stick right now, and it's relatively affordable at $20. My tried and true concealer, Miss Natasha Denona Hy-Glam. I will talk about this one probably until the day that I die. And the new foundation that just came out, I cannot wait to get my hands on. This palette is not available anymore because it was a limited edition palette, but I'm pretty sure the colors are still available. And if not, it's really more about the formulation and not necessarily about the colors or the shades themselves. But the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadows really are as good as everybody says they are, and they really are worth the hype. They are expensive, but I think it's for a reason. And there's a lot of alternatives out there, but nothing has been able to dupe this in the exact same way because it really is just so unique. And I have not found anything else that can give me the same look that this formulation has. So I don't know. I reach for this all the time, especially on days where I'm just trying to get out the door quick. I talked about this one in my July video as well, but I've just been obsessed with the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Tan Line. It's just, for my skin tone, if you're a shade twin to me, it's that perfect kind of peachy, mauvey, it's not too bright, it's not too dark, but it's also not too light. It just really gives you that really beautiful flush. It also doesn't necessarily have the longevity, but I almost always layer my creams and powder blushes and bronzers, so I never really worry too much about longevity with my cream products. Speaking of powder blushes, the Kosas Blushes Life, these are like 2 years old at this point. Maybe not quite that old, but anyway, they're not new, and I do not think these are talked about as enough as they should be anymore because these are my favorite blush formula, powder blush formula. They're stunning. The shades are gorgeous. This one is in the shade Euphoria. That's the one that I put on today. And I can't get over how easy they apply. They're pigmented without being like overly difficult to work with. They have a tiny bit of glow to them and they last forever. The last item I have in the makeup category is the Super Peptide Glossy Lip Treatment by Essence. Now, we all know what this is coming for. And I will say it is a really, really good alternative to the Rhode lip peptide treatments. Now, to be fair, I only have one shade of the Rhode, and I do really like it, but this one is $5 and those are $20. And I won't say the formula is identical, but it is very, very, very close. These are really enjoyable to wear. They do feel nourishing, they do feel hydrating, and I like the shades. This isn't really in the makeup category, but it's, you know, a sister category, which is tools. And I am obsessed with the BK Beauty brushes. I have like three of these, and I want to get another one of these because it is my favorite foundation brush. This is the BK Beauty 101. This is the BK Beauty by Angie Hot and Flashy A506, and then the BK Beauty 109. And this is my favorite foundation brush. This is my favorite concealer brush. And this is my favorite cream, bronzer, and blush brush. So yeah, I don't know. They are a little bit on the pricier side, but they go on sale quite frequently. So I would 1000% recommend picking them up. For the skincare category, I really only have one thing I want to talk about, and it's these Rice Water Bright face wipes by The Face Shop. I think you can get these at Target now, which is awesome, but I just love these. I have sensitive skin, and these, I don't really use these to take makeup off a lot. I'll just use them if I need to just really quickly wipe it off before I go wash my face later. But they're really good for cleanup. They're really affordable. They're really good on my sensitive, acne-prone skin, so I just really, really like these. For fragrance this month, I've been loving the Khloé Kardashian fragrance. I will say this does not have the longevity of some of my other favorite perfumes, but the smell is so, so good. So I'll just pop it in my purse and reapply as necessary, but I can't get over the scent of it. It really is just so good. For hair, I have 3 products that I've just been obsessed with, which, to be fair, the first one is the Pureology Color Fanatic 21 Essential Benefits Spray. I've been using this for a long time. I use it every single time I get out of the shower. It detangles, it primes, it nourishes. It really is just such an amazing product. The next hair product I've been loving is the Oribe Supershine Moisturizing Cream. When I'm doing a blowout or when I'm using my Dyson Airstrait, I love, love, love to put this in. I feel like it just makes it so smooth. And the last hair product is this hair clip by Teleties. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me know in the comments if I'm saying it wrong. But I have like medium thick hair, and I just find that this is able to hold all of my hair and it doesn't fall out. And honestly, I'm just obsessed with them. I have like 4 of these. Let's talk about books. So I have 2 books. Well, okay, technically I have 1 book and 1 series that I've been loving, loving, loving in August. So the first one is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read this one for my book club, and this was one of my only 5-star reads of the year. I wanted a little bit more, but it made me feel everything so much that it had to be a 5-star read. Like, there was just no other option for it. It's got a little bit of like historical fiction in there, but it is a romance story, LGBTQ plus representation. It's just so, so, so beautifully written. Well, the second in the book category that I want to talk about is the DC Stars book series by Chelsea Caruto, I think is how it's pronounced. But it's a hockey romance. They're easy, they're cheesy, but we've got strong female representation, and it's just such an enjoyable read. And in our last category for this month, it's just kind of miscellaneous, the things that didn't really fit into anywhere else. The first one is this mini fan. I got this on Amazon. I think it was like $8, and I take this thing everywhere I go. Concerts, the airplane, when I'm sitting here doing my makeup. This is like my favorite thing in the world. I overheat really easily, so this thing helps keep me cool, and I just love it, honestly. Second thing in my random miscellaneous category is this coloring book. It's this Spooky Cutie. I also got this on Amazon. They have a ton of different categories, but with fall coming up and everything else, when I need to just like decompress, sometimes I just like to color. And I've just been having so much fun with this one. I'm probably gonna get another one too that's maybe Christmas themed or just autumn in general. I'm not sure, maybe both. Last thing that I want to talk about for my favorites for August is this notebook. This is the Noted Notebook by Carolina Pad, and I love this thing. I love the pages. I love that it comes with these like markers that you can move around, so it's like you don't lose your place where you're at in the notebook. And then it also has the front pocket, and I love the lining on it. Like, they're a little bit thicker, and it has like a topic and date section as well. And I don't know, I've just been obsessed with this. I think you can get these at like Walgreens or Walmart or Target or something like that, but yeah. And that is everything for my favorites in August. If you guys like videos like this, go ahead and hit me with the like button. It really helps me out. If you guys would like to see me again, I'd love to have you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again in the next one.